Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back with our Florida Panthers GM mode in NHL 14. Last video, we were into the playoffs. So, we were in as number 4 seed, playing against the 1 seed Detroit, and we upset them. Won the first 2 on their home ice, dropped game 3 at home, but then we came back strong and won back-to-back games with our starter Markstrom out, Henrik Karlsson starting there. But then we get Buffalo, the number 2 seed, I believe they were, and they took care of us quick. 5-2 loss, 5-4, 3-2, and 2-1. A couple of those were in overtime. I believe both those games were OT. But yeah, we got swept by them. So here we are going into the offseason here. First up, I just want to check the GM tracker. And yes, we have enough points to upgrade our amateur scout, which is perfect for the upcoming draft here. We have a scout assignment on the go right now, sending the scout out to do a quick scout of the goalies in the queue. But one thing that I found interesting was rest of the world. We've got a goalie projected first or second round here. Len Pominville from China. 19 years old, 5'11", 176. Could be a diamond in the rough. We don't know. I want to maybe get a 1 week scout in on him just to see what the potential is. And maybe we pick him up. I don't know. But we're going to need to upgrade our depth at goaltending because we don't have any prospects. So here, I'm going to try and sim up to the draft now. It's running around, what, the 25th? Yeah, right here. The draft is the 23rd. So let's sim up to there. And we'll have to update the scouting as we go here. All right, the QMJHL scout was completed. I want to see just what he uncovered there. Not a whole heck of a lot. All right, we're going to go rest of the world. Oh, we've already got a little bit scouting on him. Perfect. Potential is 2.5 stars, they're saying. That's not accurate at all. We'll do a week over there and see what he's got. All right, goalies from rest of world. Still saying first or second round. We don't have much. Fairly accurate. He's fairly athletic. Puck control and reflexes are low, but that's expected for a goalie. He's got to develop. So we'll ignore him. Then we'll just let our scout eventually get there. Let's go. Let's see what else is available. Anyone else? Oh, there's a top 5 goalie out in Switzerland. Even though we're not going to have top 5 picks, so I don't want to waste my time on him. Honestly, I don't know if we really want to look at goalies all that much. There's a ton of goalies here. Let's give them a week. I just feel like we haven't scouted goalies at all this year. So got to at least do a little bit of research. So come the later rounds, we can find maybe a diamond in the rough. But the priority for this draft is going to be forwards. We have no winger depth. We do have a little bit of center potential there, but we might have to be moving out some of those centers for other skill positions, I think. Top 10 defensemen, goalies. No, let's go back to forwards here and see what the options are. The OHL always has the most forwards, so I'm thinking we might be better off just scouting them. The WHL has got some good guys, but other than that, like rest of the world, overseas, there's a lot of undrafted. So I'm thinking we stay local. Stay up in Canada here. Yeah, let's stick to the OHL. Let's do another week there. We'll do 1 week for each of the major Canadian junior leagues, I think, now. Even though it's the offseason, they're not playing. I don't know if the scouting actually works right now or not. But it keeps asking us to send out the scout. So I'm assuming you're still getting some research from it. OHL, let's resort it here and see what they have. Yeah, like I can't remember if guys are actually changing or not. Okay, you know what? We'll do 2 weeks in the queue just to get to the draft. It is what it is at this point. We did upgrade our scout though, so you'd think that he's getting more information for us. The pro scout, I mean, do we really want to? We could upgrade him twice. Assistant coach, yeah, maybe we upgrade the assistant coach once, and then we'll upgrade the pro scout once as well. Just get those levels up a little bit. And now we got top free agents. Brizgalov on top there. Question is, who won the cup? Normally it tells us, I think, but let's go in and take a look at the playoff tree. Buffalo The team that swept us beat Dallas in the final 4-3, was it? Yeah, the number on the left is the games won. Yeah, so 4-1 because Dallas was the 3 seed. Yeah, so 4-1 victory. Buffalo takes care of business. So, I mean, we lost to the eventual Stanley Cup champs, so not bad showing here. All right, now playoffs have officially ended. Cup champs, Buffalo, Calder Cup, Norfolk Admirals. And, ooh, I see. Congrats to the latest winner of the Calder, Jakob Markstrom. Let's go, baby. Yeah, let's stop this simulation here. I want to go look at the awards now. No, I would not like to play that. Okay, sure. That's great. Wow, Markstrom wins the Calder. That is huge. Where can I see the awards? Yeah, under Stats Central here. Let's go to awards. The Cup, the President's Trophy, Clarence Campbell, Prince of Wales. Art Ross went to Ovi. No surprise there. The Hart, Henrik Sedin, James Norris, PK Subban wins it back-to-back years now. Lady Bing went to Henrik. And there it is, the Calder. Florida with the last 2 Calder winners. Huberdeau last year, Markstrom this year. We got a good young core here. We just have to build around it. Conn Smythe went to Ribeiro at Buffalo. Vezina went to Yaroslav Halak out in St. Louis. Good for him. William N. Jennings went to Chicago. Tandem of Emery and Crawford. Again, back-to-back years for those 2. Bill Masterson, Schmid out in Edmonton. Selke, Datsuk. Ted Lindsay, Halak as well. Maurice Rocket Richard, Daniel Sedin. Interesting. All right, so those are our award winners. So next up is the draft. I say let's sim up to it and see where we are picking right now. Oh, first up, retired players. Completely forgot about this. So let's see. Did we have anyone retire on us? Mike Weaver. I don't think he was doing anything crazy for us. Elfie's gone. Pronger's done. St. Louis done. Wow, lots of legends here. Goalies, not a single goalie retired that year. That's crazy. Trading block, yes, we should update the block. What are the coach recommendations here? We're looking for win now players, it's saying. Surplus is older players, players on block. Yes, I want Campbell on the block. I want Jovanovski on the block. Kuba, I don't think anyone's really going to be going for him because he's only got a year left. He's on an expiring deal. At least these guys have terms, so they might be easier to flip. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll keep the trading block as is. And time to head to the draft. Let's see what we can do here. Are we going to be wheeling and dealing, trying to make trades or whatnot? I don't know. We're picking 17th right now. Columbus has got the first overall pick. No player and pick trading just yet. So we got the 2 phones here. This is the only problem with this game. You only get the 2 phones. If they reject the trade, you'll lose your phone. I think even if they accept the trade, you still lose your phone. So I will go through and look at any players available here, boys. I'll cut the video up so it's not as long, and we'll see if there's anyone to target here. First, though, before we change anything, we got this guy, Dylan Olsen. He's 3.5 Green Star. He's 23, 74 years old. Not much more time to grow. He's got a high trade value, too, so maybe not. I'll keep searching, though. All right, I went through everything. Not a lot of young talent to find out here who's available on the trade block. The one guy is in Ottawa, Matt Pumple, 4 yellow stars. He's 21 years old, left wing sniper. Like, pretty good potential there, I would say, because if we look at our left wing, we got nothing. We got Thomas Fleischmann, who's 30, Bergenheim, who's 30, and then all of our prospects are just terrible. No one has any potential there. So he's an option. But then the one team who, I guess they just don't want any young players. It's crazy. You go into Vancouver and look at the interest in giving away. You get all of these young kids. You got Gauntz, Shinkarik, Horvat, Jensen, Frankie Corrado, even Jordan Subban's up here. It's Jordan, right? Yeah, Jordan Subban. Like, look at these guys. Crazy value here. We got Shinkarik, who's 4.5 stars. Gauntz is a 4-star. Horvat's a 4-star. Jensen's a 4-star. And like, hey, wingers, we need wingers. So I'm thinking Vancouver might be the team to target here. Just, I need to check here now. Do we have anything that they're interested in that we want to dump? Fleischman would be... It would be okay to trade, but its problem is that if we're trading Fleischman away, that is all of our left wing depth gone. We could try and sign someone to replace him. 2 years, $4.5 million. What did he do during the season? Like, he's our first line left winger. He had 52 points last year for us. So are we trying to take a step back here, or are we trying to win? Because if we're trying to win, we need Fleischman in the lineup. So I don't like, the problem is we don't have much to really trade at all. Like, the one guy that I'm really interested in trading would be Campbell and Jovanovski, I think. So maybe I'll go through and see if there's any teams who are interested in Campbell, try and flip him, and then, I don't know, the Vancouver, I want to target them, but I don't think we can target them just yet. That might be later in the offseason when we start doing trades there. All right, going through the league with Brian Campbell on the block, and we have the Ottawa Senators who are interested in him. Great. Problem is cap available. That's going to put them over the cap by $5.5 million. Campbell, he's got 3 years left on his deal, so like I don't really want to retain that because then that's just going to hinder our books for a while. But Pumple, I mean, he is available, they're saying. Trade value is almost the same. We just need to now find a way to get the salary caps to match here. So Pumple's making $1 million, so that reduces the spread down to 4.3 that they're over. So let's go take a look in their entire team and who is there's no like good low trade value of a bad contract. I guess there's Chris Neal. We could go out and pick up Chris Neal just as a salary cap buffer here. But then again, that's only $2.4 million. And then like if we were to add, I don't know, Brad Boys, it's still not enough. So we got to get rid of Boys there. Like, what happens if we were to throw in like Mark Mathot? League is still not approving it. Could be because too many players coming to us. So maybe we try and get rid of someone else here, but whoever we're getting rid of can't have any salary attached to them. Like Eric Nystrom. So Nystrom and Campbell in exchange for Chris Neal, Mark Mathot. Mathot would at least come in and replace Campbell. Lower cap hit. They're both top 4 defensemen, and Mathot is younger than him. Defensive defenseman. Yeah, he would be a solid addition here. He's a left shot, 4-star, so he's not going to be going down at all. This could actually work out to be quite a good trade for both of us. Problem is, Campbell, his trade value might be slightly higher than Pumple's, but then like Mathot's is enough that him and Pumple combined don't equal Campbell, I think. Then Nystrom and Neal are just a wash. We're basically just swapping fourth liners. We're taking on more salary in Chris Neal. But that's okay. We have enough cap space available to take on those contracts, I think. We might have to attach some draft pick compensation to get them happy with it. However, there's nothing available. We can't attach another forward because then it's going to get in that whole, you're filling our need, but with multiple players. Maybe Wilson can be going in there as well. A little bit of a sweetener, Garrett Wilson. So we're giving up 2 left wingers to bring in a higher prospect left winger. Yeah, I just don't know if this would hit. I don't know if this is going to go through. We can try it. Let's try to execute it here. Sensei, no, your contract with Nystrom is about to expire and we are not willing to gamble that he may not wish to renew. Okay, so Nystrom was holding up the deal there. Let's go back in and try it again. But we can't have Nystrom going that way. Okay, so we want Pumple, and then we're also going to be trying to take Mathot from them. They don't want to move him. That's the only problem, but that's how we're going to have to try to get this deal done. Chris Neal in there as well in exchange for Brian Campbell. And then who else do they like that's available here? Upshaw. Upshaw 3.5 though. 1 year, 1 year. Butler's got 2 years on his deal, so we could throw Butler in there. And then what about Wilson? How many years does Wilson have left on his deal? Only 1. That might scare them off as well. That's the problem. No goalies matching block. Yeah, I don't think we can get rid of Chris Neal, because then the whole salary cap situation is going to get messed up, I think. I mean, we might as well give it a try. Let's see what they say. They're not thrilled to part ways with what we're asking. We've met all their block needs, but the value just isn't sufficient. Okay, so we might have to throw in like a little draft pick next year maybe for it. That's okay. Oh my God, Mason McDonald, the goalie, goes number 2 overall to the Jets. Holy smokes, Virtanen goes there to the Flames at 9. Sam Reinhart goes to Tampa Bay down there. Oh my God, Ekblad slid all the way to 16th in this draft. We almost got Ekblad at 17. That would have been crazy. Oh, that would have been great if we got Ekblad, the true Florida player here. Could actually get a legit Florida lineup in today's day and age. So available, Roland McEwen. He's pretty good for a defenseman. But then we got Axel Bloomquist, the power forward right winger. What do we want to do here is the question. Bloomquist, what is his statistics saying here? Okay, so he's decent like that. Decent shooting, decent puck skills, decent skating. He's going to be, he's not going to be NHL ready. McEwen. He's got great puck skills. Physical is a little low, though. He's also only 18. Defenseman, he's going to have to take some time to develop as well. I think we go Bloomquist, to be honest with you, because our defense situation is okay prospect-wise. It's our forward groups that are hurting right now. I don't really want to go Ho-Sang. I think we go Bloomquist, power forward. Playing out in the WHL from Sweden. That's our pick. Bloomquist. Ho-Sang went to New York as planned. Just like real life. Okay, let's sim the rest of that. We're into round 2 now. Players picks and trading. New Jersey and St. Louis. Salvador's going there. A couple prospects going the other way. Okay, let's go back out to Ottawa again. If we can unload Brian Campbell, that would be great to get another prospect right winger, because Pumple could be... Oh, no. They've changed their block needs. Mark Stone, but unfortunately in this game, he's only a 3-star. He won't get good enough. Damn, Pumple's gone now, eh? They don't want to trade him anymore? Is that what it was? No, Pumple's been traded. Oh man, they traded him somewhere else already? Oh no, here he is. Yeah, he's a left winger, my bad. So he's still available, just they're not interested in giving him away anymore. However, are they still interested? Oh, they're not even interested in Campbell anymore. All right, so there goes that trade. We tried it before the first round. Now, I guess after whoever they picked, they no longer want to trade him. They're changing their approach. So let's see. Anyone interested in Campbell? Washington is, but they don't want to give anyone away. Goaltending, no. Anyone else interested in Campbell? We got Chicago available, but all that they have is this Olsen guy who I'm not really sold on. Sure, he's green stars, but we already said he's 23. He's only got 3 more years of development a 74. I don't think it's a smart return for Campbell. I think Campbell's going to provide more value to us in the short term. Ooh, the Rangers are interested. They're giving away nothing good though. Okay, so it looks like no one's interested in Campbell. So let's get Campbell off the block here and see who else do we want to try and move here. Jovanovski would be nice to get rid of. Don't think we'll be able to. Kuba, we could. I mean, he's got 1 year left on his deal. If we can flip him for a late round draft pick, that would be amazing because we don't need him. Salary cap, I mean, we could technically retain some salary, but I don't think it's going to work. Come on. Green for someone who has cap space. Chicago, they're close. It might not even be a cap space problem, though. It could just be a number of player problem as well. It's annoying how they don't tell you until you actually offer the trade. Then you find out why it won't go through. San Jose, they have the cap space available, and they have the green check there. So Kuba, could we get him for Pittsburgh's second rounder? I doubt it, but let's try it. Yeah, the contract's expiring. Okay, so we can't get a second rounder for him. Who was that again? Was that San Jose who wanted him? Vancouver's even interested in him, but no. Yeah, well, San Jose will have to go for a late round pick. Like, let's try for a fifth, I would say. Because we actually don't even have a fifth rounder this year. So yeah, you know what? Let's try to flip Kuba. We're not going to re-sign him. At least I'm 99% sure we don't want to re-sign him. Let's just double check here on the defenseman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I want Petrovic up playing with us. Kuba, he's 37. He's going to get worse. He's just going to be a logjam for Petrovic and Robach to get any playing time. So yeah, Kuba, I'm fine trying to move him out. You aren't offering what San Jose is looking for right now. He's green, of course. Like, come on. All right, so we can't flip Kuba there. Fast forward to our pick here at 17th overall in the second round. Anthony DeAngelo, the defenseman, offensive D-man. Yeah, you know what? We might just go DeAngelo. Gives us some depth on the back end here. Scouting's tough in this game, though. I forgot how different it is. They don't really provide you much insight to the players other than their raw stats. Is there a potential? No, like they don't even have a number for potential on here. So DeAngelo, our scout's saying he's going to be a 4 yellow star. We're just going to have to trust our scout there. DeAngelo is drafted. All right, into the third round now. Not many people have been trading here. Let's try and go back to Kuba. We're going to have one more last-ditch effort to ship him to San Jose. He's still green there. A 6th rounder. We'll try and get a 7th next year. I don't want to ruin our relationship that much with them. It was not the exact same deal. Okay, they don't want him, even though he matches their block needs. So I guess we can't actually ship guys out on expiring deals. I thought we could flip a couple of them for late round picks. So at center, we got a lot of young talent coming up who's hopefully going to develop. So I think Antropov, it looks to be the odd man out, and that's also why we did sign him to that 2-year deal. So here at the draft, we would be able to ship him out if needed, so he's not on that expiring deal. However, okay, the Rangers are interested. What can the Rangers offer? A 4th round pick. Antropov's worth more than a 4th. Anyone else interested here? Washington's interested. They have a 3rd rounder available. Or do we try to pick up Washington's 1st round pick? We always could try that. So it's really only Washington and the Rangers. Rangers don't have their first next year, unfortunately. So let's go back to Washington here. Let's throw in their 2015 first round pick. And we have a salary cap issue here. So they're not giving away any players, though. I would take, yeah, like we can just take Schilling. Nope. That does not affect the cap at all. Looks like we need to actually grab a guy who has term. Eric Fair. Third line checking forward, right wing depth piece, physical. Yeah, he would be a good addition to our bottom six, I would say, for cheap as well. Only 1.5. So a first round pick and Eric Fair in exchange for Nick Antropov. I feel like Antropov's value is lower than that first, so we might have to add on here. A fourth rounder next year. I don't think that's going to do it, but we'll see what they say. The value is not sufficient. Okay. All right, back to the drawing board again. We're into the third round now. Who is the recommended players now? Okay, so we got a couple decent green stars, they're saying. What happens if we were to sort it by potential now? Do we know anyone's potential for sure? It's really just these 3-star guys. Yeah, see, I'd rather take a little bit of a gamble on someone that we're not fully sure on. So we've already drafted a winger. We've got a defenseman. What are we saying goaltending-wise? Tyler Fear. He's a 4th rounder, though, they're saying. Frankie Palazzi. I mean, we're going to need a goalie at some point, but it's not a dying need, so maybe we just go and look at the wingers. Matt Rupert, 20-year-old two-way forward. This guy's a grinder. Dylan Willick, Nick Betts, 3rd round. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to go with Rupert. 2.5 green star, they're saying. Hopefully he can be somewhat decent. Okay, the trades. Honestly, I don't think we're going to be able to move anyone right now here at the draft due to the player situation, the salary cap situation. So we're just going to shut down the phones now. We're going to worry about that come the offseason now. Next up, yeah, like we need wingers. Marcel Subban. Wow, I never knew that they had another brother who played D. Damn. Beaton Peters. Yeah, you know, I think we're just going to go to the top of the list. Stormwall, playmaker, or do we get the left wing sniper? I say we get the left wing sniper, Josh Burnside. Hopefully a future sniper for us. 5th round, we do not have a pick. Let's take a look at trades. No one else has done any trades. Shut down the phones. Let's get to the 6th round now. These guys don't really matter all that much. We're not going to be finding many diamonds in the rough from here on out, I would think. Yeah, 6th round, I say this might be where we have to go get our goalie. But we don't even have anyone that we scouted. Brandon Hope. Yeah, I guess we'll just go with Appleby, 6th round pick, playing in Oshawa in the OHL. Take a flyer on him, see what he can amount to, if anything. And for our 7th round pick, we haven't taken any centers. Only one guy left projected to go in the 7th round. Left wing Kyle Hope, grinder. Welcome to the squad, Hope. And that concludes the NHL entry draft for us. So now we can move forward to the Resign phase here. Okay, so we got to lock down our RFAs first. That's normally taking priority. So we have $23.5 million in cap space right now. Mueller is an RFA. It requires 1.7 to qualify him. He wants $2.6 million over 4 years. When I go 8 years, he wants 2.9. Okay. So we know he's available there. He wanted how much again? It's 1.7 to qualify him. We might be able to just tender him an offer if someone else tries to match him. Question is, where will that rank on the compensation table here? GM compensation. He would be, yeah, he wanted what, around, I want to say he wanted 4 million, was it? I got to double check now. I can't even remember. Mueller. Where's Mueller at? Sort Mueller, negotiate. Oh, he wants 2.6 for 4 years. That's what it was. 4 years, 2.6. So if we go into compensation here, 2.6 million gets us this year's second round pick. That's okay. Second rounder, not going to do much for us in the short term. That's the only issue. But if we don't sign Mueller, we have Antropov. Want to move Antropov. Gawk, Matthias, Shore, Butstad. Yeah, all these guys are coming up. We got to make room somehow here. Barkov, he's an RFA. Yeah, we need to negotiate a new deal with him. Preferably, yeah, we'll go 3 years, 625. There you go, Barkey. He won't be up for a while, though, it looks like. Left wingers, Eric Nystrom, Mike Rupp, Selleck, Wilson, Christopher Clapperton, Rupert ended up being a 3-star, unfortunately. This guy, Alex Delanoff, we do not want him. Release. And then all these guys are just unsigned down here. Okay, right wingers, what are we saying? We got Skilly. He's now 27, so his potential is now white star. And we have no young guys available to really produce here. Donskoy, he's red stars. Dowling to only 2.5. Whatever our draft picks. Bloomquist is a 4-star. Okay. This guy, 3.5 red star. Okay, nothing just nothing exciting down there. Kulikov, what does Kulikov want? We need to sign him long term. He only wants 3.7. Mind you, 8 years, he wants $5 million. Let's do the 4-year deal for him. We'll get it to an even 3.7. Actually, let's go 3.6 on him. Let's see if he'll take a little bit of a hometown discount deal here for us. Gabranson, same thing. We need to sign Gabranson. Oh, he doesn't want that much money. 1 year, 2 year. But then, yeah, once you get going up to 8 years, then he wants $4 million. So he's going to get better. We could try and offer him, maybe let's go 3 years at 2.1, 2.5, 2. 2 years, 3 million. Sorry, 2 million, 3 years. Kuba, what does he want? Dollar-wise, he wants $3 million for 3 years. I do not want to sign that guy for 3 years at 37 years old. Colby Roback, he had a great playoff run for us. He's been doing well, so let's sign him. Yeah, he's going to get better, so he just wants a 2-way deal right now. Yeah, we'll sign him for cheap. He'll be a depth option. Hopefully, maybe he'll actually play and develop for us. Danny Sfreet, this guy was a waiver wire pickup, depth option, don't want him back. Brendan Nash, not going to develop for us. We have to clear out the minors, then our younger guys actually have a chance to develop. Anthony D'Angelo, 4.5 star, but he's red stars, so not awesome, but we'll leave him unsigned, let him play in the O, try and develop a little more. And then Michael Caruso, he's 73 overall. Might just sign him to why not? 1 year deal, depth option defenseman there. And then here we go, the Calder Trophy winner, Jakob Markstrom. Okay, so that's good to see. And 8 years, he wants $5 million, so he's going to get good, it looks like. 2 years at, will you take 2.4 for 2 years? That's a bargain to have for a starting goalie. Clemenson, we are going to release Clemenson. He's old. Hauser, Appleby, he's not going to develop into anything. So Carlson, he's earned a contract with his playoff performance for us. Backup goalie for 2 years. I'll sign you for 1 year. I don't want to commit to a backup for 2 years there. All right, let's advance the day here. See who has signed. There we go. GM rep has gone up. We got a third phone for negotiations. Pro status, awesome. All right, so Markstrom re-signed, Kulikov re-signed, Gabranson re-signed, Carlson re-signed, Caruso, Roback, and Barkov. Okay, so we signed a bunch of key guys. That brings our cap space down to 17 million, basically. So let's go back through it again here. Center, so we still have Mueller, who we need to make a decision on. Matthias, we got Marcel Gauck. Honestly, I don't think we have room for Gauck because he's going to want, he wants 2.2 million. I think he's the odd man out here right now. So Gauck's going to get released. He's gone. Mueller and Matthias, like these two guys are good 2-3 centers. Huberdeau first line. And then like Shore would be good to have up on the fourth line. So that leaves Antropov as the odd man out. Then you got Butchstad and Howden playing in the minors, top line minutes. Scott Timmins, Red Star, Zach Hamill, like not interested because they're getting in the way of Trocheck developing. So yeah, these two guys we're going to release. It was Timmins as well, right? Yeah, Timmins is gone. So that gives Trocheck more of a clear path to actually play in the minors. And then down here, both 2.5 stars. I mean, they're not going to develop into much, I would think. And then they're also getting in the way of Barkov playing. So we're going to release both those guys. And then the guy under Barkov, Hodges, wouldn't mind signing him just to his rookie entry-level deal. He was a third rounder in 2012 by Florida. Release him because you're going to need some depth in the minors in case guys get hurt, sort of thing. So he can be one of those, and he's not going to threaten any of our other young studs for ice time, I think. All right, so that's center almost dealt with now. Matthias, let's negotiate a deal with him. 2 years. Will you take 2 million flat, Matthias? And then Mueller, he had a good season for us, I'm pretty sure. 45 games, only 23 points. Yeah, I guess he was actually hurt a little bit, eh? Okay. He wants a 4-year deal, which I'm a little scared to give him 4 years, but if we can get the money, the cap hit down to like 2.3 for 4 years, I would definitely take that. So let's see if he'll accept that offer or not. Left wingers, yeah, this is just a graveyard out here. We got Fleischman, Birmingham, Upshaw, all 30 years old. Nystrom's 31. Mike Rupp, 34. I don't think we need Rupp. But I'm just trying to think if we need backup depth guys. Yeah, left wing, we don't have any talent down here. Garrett Wilson, he's considered a fourth liner because he's a grinder. Let's give him a 1-year deal. Selleck and Rupp. Yeah, like Rupp's just going to get worse. So I say we release Rupp. We'll sign Selleck as a depth piece option. And then Eric Nystrom, fourth line grinder. He can bang back there. Like, we're going to need someone like him. So we'll give him a 1-year deal at $1 million. So that's left wings, right wing. We got Skilly, we got Butler, Peros. Yeah, Peros, he's not getting any better. He's done. Jonathan Renault, Jack Downing. Like, we've got options here. It's just they're not good options. All like red stars. Like this guy I don't want. Jack Downing. Yeah, like Downing, he's not going to get any better. He's 25, so let's release him. Donskoy, I'm assuming he's just going to be cheap. Yeah, we'll give him a 1-year deal. All these guys just going to hang on to them from year to year until we can refill the cupboards with better depth through our drafting. Because we got Bloomquist, who's the 4-star, but he's 54. I'd rather him play junior. Renault and Skill, I don't know if I want them. We're going to pass on them for now. Kuba, we're going to pass on again this round. Goaltending sign. All right, let's advance the day, see who else signs. Then we'll have another good idea for the cap space on what we have. Because if we can sign some talent free agency wise, that would be fun. Mueller, yeah, signed. Nystrom rejected. Clear how long, you know, but you haven't made it worth. Okay, so he wants the 2-year. He wants the term. Okay, so Nystrom's the only one who kind of put up a little bit of a stink about what we offered him. We still have $14 million available in cap space, and that's still with Nick Antropov on the team, Brian Campbell on the back end. Nystrom, I don't want to sign you that long term, buddy. How about we'll give you $1.1 million then for 1 year. We'll come up by $100K for you. So that's that. And then right wingers, yeah, we still have Skilly and Renault. I mean, Skilly's going to be a decent fourth liner for us, it looks like. He wants a one-way deal. He wants 1.3. How about 1.1? Same as Nystrom. Just a depth fourth line piece. And then Renault, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for the minors. Yeah, I guess he would be playing first line down in the minors for us. 1 year for him. Help develop the other skill talent around him. As a 72, he'll be better to play with than the 57s. D-men 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we don't sign Kuba, Petrovic's going to be our 6th defenseman. He's going to jump up and get better. Caruso would be a depth guy. Yeah, you know what? Kuba, I don't see us signing him. So we're going to release Kuba. Not saying this is going to be our top 6, because there might be someone available free agency-wise who we go out and sign, but I don't think Kuba fits this bill at all for us. So I think that's mainly everyone sorted now. We just have these 3 UFAs. We've offered them deals. Let's advance another day here and see if they're okay. Skilly rejected. Renault accepted. Nystrom accepted. Okay. So Skilly wanted more money. He's what? He's a right winger, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's our 4th guy, tied with Bobby Butler. You don't have that wow factor skill. 79 games, 18 points. Honestly, if you don't want your 1.1 million, I'm okay walking away from that and signing someone to replace you. You're gone. So that leaves us cap space of $14 million heading into free agency here. Unsigned. Yeah, so that's everyone covered. Goaltending is covered. Okay, perfect. So let's advance the free agency now and see who is available to sign here. Trade block has been updated by the Pro Scout. Okay, that's great. Let's go into sign free agents. And wow, okay, there is some talent out here. So top guy available, Ryan Callahan, 87 overall, 29 years old, right winger. Great defensively, great physically. Yeah, grinder. He's a really good player in this game. He wants 5.3 million. We could splurge and go after a Callahan or a Nathan Horton. Mind you, Horton, same age, less overall than Callahan, but wants more money. But years wanted less. So, any good potential guys? Ooh, Dalton Thrower, Cody Franson, and Derek Brassard. Thrower's probably an RFA, I would say, right? Yeah, because if we go UFA, no, Thrower's a UFA. Okay, yeah, we're throwing a ton of money at Thrower then. I'll give you a max rookie contract, buddy. 3 years, yeah, why not? That'll help increase our prospects on the back end. Second rounder Montreal, guess he couldn't come to terms, didn't want to play in Quebec. Brassard, 26, and Franson's 26, so those yellow stars are going to be turning white this year. But then you go down here, Matt Finn, Red Star. Again, we need depth though. Depth chart, yeah, like we only have 36 players on our reserve list because we released a ton of guys, so we're gonna have to go and sign some depth here. Lucas Suter, decent. Do we have any green stars available? No, it's just then we go into the red. The green stars only start down at 2.5 stars. So we should probably just go back up here and look at the 3.5 yellow star potential guys. Lucas Suter, why not? Yeah, we'll give you a 750 deal. So that's a center sign. Let's go left wingers now. Sort it the same way. Sabotka, he's 26, so that's not going to help the cause. 21, we got Radula, Zuccarello, Freeberg, and Eric Wellwood. Not a lot. Fraser McLaren, 26 though. Not a lot of options here. Might go with Freeberg. I know he's red stars, but we desperately need help in the prospect department here. If he can play well and maybe he actually hits that potential, great. That's a win for us. Scott Kosmachuk, what's he doing here? He's a third rounder of the Jets. Didn't sign, I guess. So yeah, same thing with him. We'll offer him $800K, 3-year entry level deal, and then everything else is just 3 stars. I don't really want to touch. D-men, we've already offered Thrower a deal. I'm kind of tempted to offer Finn a deal as well here. We'll offer you $800K. And then goaltending, this is going to be interesting. Eddie Lack, Jeremy Smith, he's 25 though. And then all these other guys, like a couple big names here, but they're red stars. Leland Irving. Like, do we have... Okay, we've got a couple cheeky green stars. Philip Grubauer, that would be a fun guy to try to develop. Jake Patterson. Patterson was Detroit draft pick. Okay. Let's try to sign Grubauer. Why not? Minor backup goalie. He's green stars. Might hit a good little development goal there. I don't know. So that's the prospects that we're going to target. Now let's go into defensemen here. Is there a young defenseman who's decent that we could sign long term here? Matt Niskanen. He's 27. Good defensively, good physical, 2-way defenseman. He would be a good addition to the squad, I think. But let's go into, what do we want to view here? Contracts, I guess, so we can see everything. So team needs right now. Centers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're good at center. Left wingers 1, 2, 3, 4. Would want to probably get, what's Birmingham? Is he a third line center? He might be like a third-ish line center. So maybe we can get like a second line left winger. That would then bump a few guys down, which isn't bad. And then right wing, yeah, honestly, Callahan would be a great pickup, first liner for us, because him playing with Huberdeau would definitely help. And then Fleischmann up there as well. Mind you, Fleischmann's a playmaker. Huberdeau's a playmaker. Callahan's a grinder. We would want to get a sniper of some sort up on the left wing. So maybe, yeah, you know what? Let's go sign a left wing sniper. And then we might be able to get away with getting Callahan on here as well. Versteeg's a sniper. Might be able to move Versteeg for something. And then D-men wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I want to pick up another defenseman here to solidify the top 4. So Niskanen might be a good target. And then goaltending wise, Markstrom's the starter. Carlson are in his backup role. I don't think we need to target any goaltending here right now. So let's go look at the left wingers. Ooh, we don't have a lot of options here, as in like high-end talent and young talent either. Jokinen's a two-way forward, power forward penner. Wojciech Wolski, he's a sniper. Not great defensively, though. Latendresse, power forward. Vladimir Sobotka, two-way forward. Mason Raymond, sniper, but small and not very good. So you know what? It might be Wojciech Wolski. If we can sign Wolski as a sniper, we might be able to throw him up on the first line, bring Fleischmann down to the second line to try and balance out the depth. And then Wolski playing with Callahan, if we sign him, and Huberdeau could be a decent top line. I mean, he's decent overall. Let's try to go get Wojciech Wolski here. We'll give you a 2.6 for 2 years. It's a little expensive, but it's only a 2-year investment in them, and that's what you're going to have to pay for guys on the market. Unfortunately, it's market price. Right wingers, yeah, Callahan or Horton. They're both the same age. Both are 29, both 4 stars, but I like Callahan's defense better. Defense, he's got that 5 stars. Horton's only got a 4-star. Sense is Horton's better, but like Callahan's got better puck skills. Shooting is about the same, skating is about the same, and physical is about the same. So I think Callahan would be a fun little splurge for this team. Going to take up quite a bit of cap hit though, but we're trying to win right now. That's the thing. I think this team is a win now team. We made the playoffs last year. Don't have a lot of depth coming up through the system, so we got to go for it here. 5.4 for 4 years for Callahan. I think that's a fair offer. If we don't get him, I'm not upset because we have other options, and there's a lot of other right wingers here that we'll be able to grab instead, I hope. Like a Joel Ward, Brad Boyes. Yeah, so we'll see what Callahan says. So that's $5 million there for him with the $14 million cap hit along with Wolski. So that was $2 million there with the $5 million from him. So that brings us up to what? Like around $7-ish million and change. So about half of our cap space gone to those guys. We could target Niskanen as well. He's a hair under $5 million. He's the youngest top D man other than Franson. Franson wants 4.1. He's 4 physical, 4 defense. He's an offensive defenseman. Niskin's a 2-way defenseman. I think I want a 2-way defenseman more. Yeah, he's got better defense. Let's go after Matt Niskanen here. We're going to bump that up to... Let's give him $5 million flat. $5 million for 3 years. It's going to put us close to the cap. Not give us much cap space, but we got Antropov and Brian Campbell, who we might be able to move. So let's offer Niskanen that. All right, so that's all the offers for day 1. And I think this video has begun to run a little too long, so we're going to end it here, boys. That was going to be part 1 of the offseason with Florida here. Our first offseason. Lots of big offers out there on the market. A lot of big names we're trying to target right now. Tune back in for part 2 to see what those guys decide. Can we negotiate a decent offer with those guys? Wolski, Callahan, Matt Niskanen. And then I also want to get into the offseason trying to get some trades in place. If we can move Campbell and free up more cap space early on, we might be able to sign another decent defenseman like the Cody Franson, revamp the D-core with better depth, and we got to shuffle some money around here. Antropov, I also don't think fits the mold for next year, so lots of options still to do. We'll explore that in part 2 of our first offseason though, boys. So thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video and sub to the channel if you haven't already. See you guys for part 2.